Have you ever felt that sudden tightness in your chest when someone texts, "I'm coming over"? You answer politely, you smile, you say, "Yeah, of course, come by." But inside, something in you sinks quietly, silently, like a stone dropped into deep water. And your mind whispers, "There goes my peace." If you've ever felt that, trust me, you are far from alone. Today, we're diving into something most people feel, but almost no one talks about: the psychology of why some people hate having guests over, even when they genuinely like the people walking through the door. For some, hosting is energizing. They light up when the house fills with noise, laughter echoing in the kitchen, shoes by the door, voices bouncing between the walls. It makes them feel alive. But for others, home is something different. Home is sacred. Home is where the mask finally comes off. It's the place where breathing becomes deeper, slower, real. It's the one environment where the world stops demanding something from you. No performance, no pressure, no social script. So when someone steps into that space, even a friend, even someone you love, something shifts. The air changes. The silence breaks. A soft, almost invisible tension spreads across your chest. Not because you dislike them, not because you're cold or antisocial, but because your sanctuary has been entered. Psychologists call this territorial comfort. To people like this, home is not a building. It's an emotional ecosystem, a controlled environment, their personal reset button. Every sound inside it is familiar. Every object is placed with intention. Every routine is a quiet ritual of stability. So when a guest arrives, the mind reacts like a calm lake disturbed by a pebble. Nothing catastrophic, but the ripples change everything. Then there's another factor: social energy. Some people recover energy through silence, solitude, and stillness. Out there in the world, they're polite, they're attentive, they're engaged, they're on. But at home, they finally get to turn the switch off. So when someone visits, even someone they genuinely love, the switch flips back on automatically. The mask returns, the performance restarts, and they begin to lose energy quietly, like a battery draining in the background. 5%, 4%, 3%, until they feel a kind of internal emptiness they can't explain. Here's something most people will never admit out loud. Some of the kindest, warmest, most generous-hearted people in the world are also the ones who feel the deepest relief the moment a guest leaves and the door quietly clicks shut. Not because they didn't enjoy the visit, not because they dislike the person, but because silence feels like oxygen, because peace returns, because their nervous system loosens its grip again. These people often have strong emotional boundaries, not walls, not avoidance, just a deep respect for the spaces that keep them whole. To them, home is not a stage, it's not a social arena, it's not a place to perform warmth or hospitality. Home is who they are when no one is watching. Home is the only place where their inner world gets to breathe. This is why they prefer neutral meeting places, cafes, parks, restaurants, anywhere except the inside of their private sanctuary. Because those places don't pull energy from them. They don't reshape the air. They don't demand that their personal world be opened like a book for others to sit inside. And for some, this sensitivity comes from something deeper: childhood conditioning. For them, guests were never harmless. Visitors meant pressure, cleaning, performance, pretending everything was perfect. Or worse, conflict, chaos, tension. So now, even as adults, the idea of someone entering their home activates old patterns they never consciously chose, but still carry inside their nervous system. What looks like discomfort in the present is often a guard built in the past. But here's the most important truth: there is nothing wrong with protecting your space. There is nothing wrong with loving solitude. There is nothing wrong with choosing peace. You can love people and still need distance. You can enjoy company and still crave silence afterward. You can be warm-hearted, generous, and caring and still guard your sanctuary like something sacred. Because for some people, the truest comfort in the world is a quiet room, a familiar chair, a warm drink, and the gentle hum of their own thoughts. So tell me, are you like this too? Let me know your experience in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. We break down everyday psychology in simple, meaningful ways. And if you enjoyed this one, I think you'll appreciate the next video even more.